welcome to Baseballlover312 and welcome to another edition of the weekly rant. I'm joined by Baseballlover and TheChudude. How are you guys doing?
Hi.
Hi.
Well, welcome back, TheChudude. After a week of absence, you are finally back. It's good to have you back.
Yes, well, it was a very bad week actually. It was not fun. Had the flu, a bit of the, the bad stuff.
See, did you send that my way? Did you send that my way? Because I got that. Like, these last 2 days, I've been very sick.
It's not fun at all. Just been eating oranges, best way.
Skype
Get that
contagion.
vitamin C and...
I know, but Baseball, you watched the MLC video today. Could you hear that I'm like under the weather? On my commentary?
No, I couldn't tell.
Okay,
you sound better under the weather though.
Oh, thank you. I actually won the Eurosport competition under the weather. Like, I was, I couldn't even talk. Like, my throat was hurting so badly, my head was hurting so badly, and I had to commentate, and I actually won that competition while I was sick, so,
I'm not gonna lie though, because when I heard that TheChudude was sick, I kind of laughed a little, because he's always like, wow, Baseballlover, you're always sick. Why are you always sick?
You actually are always sick.
you're not that much sick.
I haven't been sick for about 6 months, but before that I was sick about twice.
Every week.
See, I think it's your opinions that do it to you. I think it's like all your opinions, they just tear you up from the inside. They're like, Baseballlover, let me out!
Well, it's the last time you got sick was like the last time Dan Martin crashed, so...
Oh, 6 months ago! So, if Dan Martin were crashed in the remaining 7 stages, we might see Baseballlover going down with stress. So, if you want Baseballlover to go down with stress, travel to Spain, find a shovel or something like that, and then just put it in his wheel. See that way. Actually, wait, what would happen if a spectator were like legitimately push a rider off his bike? Would he go to jail?
Yeah.
What would happen? Like,
You'd get punched.
Yeah, you get punched, but there'd be no legal actions. Like, there's
there will
like,
be when the cyclist sues you.
for what? They can't sue you.
Yeah, they can sue you for injuries and damage and all that stuff.
Yeah, damages, but they can't sue you for actually. Like,
You're
you
doing
can't
it.
get put in jail.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You can't actually get jail time. I don't care about the money. Like, you can fucking be Bill Gates, go down there, push him off the bike, and just laugh at him. Like, go down.
Pushing everyone off the bike.
You know how somebody threw piss at Mark Cavendish? If somebody would have found out who that was, he wouldn't have gotten legal actions because there's like no laws abiding it. I mean, you're allowed to throw piss at riders.
The guy
You're allowed to
drove
piss people how much.
the guy who drove a car into Johnny Hoogerland still has not been caught or anything yet. I don't think.
Yes.
So
Yes. That was a cameraman.
Yeah,
he got
but
thrown out of the tour.
He didn't get anything for it.
Oh yeah. No. There's no sanctions for it. He got thrown out of the tour by the camera team. But
Yeah.
as a human being, no, he just went on with his day. He hit a guy, so what? In cycling, everything is allowed.
He just hit a guy who crashed brutally, hitting another guy who crashed
wire.
brutally into a barbed wire fence. No problems.
So that's actually something they might have to look into. I mean, what the heck? What if they would have caught the guy who shot Oscar Ferreira and whoever the other guy was?
Julian Dean.
See, that might actually have been a real legal issue because he had a gun shooting somebody. That might actually be illegal.
Yeah, shooting someone might be illegal.
Or pushing them off the bike. Okay, let's say the Rogers and who's that guy in the Shooting Italian? It was Rogers and the other guy who was going up the climb.
Some random guy.
Some random Italian guy, Borgiano.
They tried to push him.
Bongiorno.
Yeah.
Bongiorno, was it him?
Yeah.
Let's say Bongiorno for the sake of the video. They were going up. He got pushed by some fan in a lamprey shirt. What if that guy instead of push? What if he did it on purpose? Like, what if you actually pushed him off on purpose? I mean, that's like the best plan
I don't think
ever.
he would do that though because it was in Italy and the other guy was Australian, and I think he was trying to give him a push, and it was so funny because Bongiorno loses it, and the fan
Looks the other way.
collapses into a fetal position.
He fucked up that time though.
It's like, oh my god.
But see, like that, if somebody crazy enough, okay, I don't know if you guys have heard about the Norwegian case a couple of years ago, but about the guy going around on that small island shooting small politicians, kids.
Yep.
Okay, what if a guy crazy enough to do that would go to the Tour de France, just go around up the US and just start pushing people off the bikes? I mean, sure, security would get him, but he couldn't even get fined because there's no guidelines. Like, you don't show up and they give you a set of rules saying, oh, you can stand on the side of the road, but you cannot touch the riders.
Yeah. Well, what happens if then they're going up the mountain? Burrito attacks. the guy pushes Perito. Mid-attack, he falls off the mountain.
Well, then he dies, and then it becomes a legal issue. But if there are no injuries, no bruises, no nothing, that's actually really weird. Like, what would happen if you brought a, let's say you brought like a big piece of cloth?
Well, people's done to Cadell Evans. They've bloody punctured his tires all day.
Well, he's a dick. He deserves it. He deserves it.
No, that's not fair. He basically nearly lost the Tour from that.
You remember the one year when they threw oil on the road on the Tour de France, and that one hill on that forest where Andy and Frank both crashed, and Cancellara went to the front and said, "No, we're just going to neutralize the entire stage."
Yeah.
That was also sabotage. So that's actually fun. I didn't plan for this to be a topic in this weekly rant, but that's actually true. Sabotage is actually a real thing in the cycling world.
It's like when everybody in the Giro neutralized, and then Cadell Evans just attacked.
Nah, that's not fair. That's not the right step.
That wouldn't mean anything, except later in the race when Morabito crashed. Cadell Evans was shouting at people at the front, "Why are you pacing, you dicks? This is so unfair. What are you doing?"
No, Cadell didn't do that.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Speculation. He might have done it. He may not have done it. But that's not. The race wasn't actually neutralized when they got.
No. It was like a code thing.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the Stelvio stage. It was in the first week.
Yeah,
it was
I remember
that hilly stage.
Well, Matthews were on the wheel and stuff where he took the yellow jersey or the pink jersey, whatever. Yeah.
I'll use the words of Lance Armstrong. I don't recall it, so it must not have happened.
But the thing is, that stage wasn't actually neutralized. It's just it's an honor thingy. If the entire peloton crash, you don't attack. But I don't know if you guys watched the Quintana crash that's on the cycling app with the Tingo Saxobank on bike camera.
Yeah,
I saw that.
So you saw that Quintana and all these guys went down, but immediately a bunch of Europcar riders, another guy, started attacking and started getting away and forming a breakaway. So it's actually a code that's being broken quite a lot. It's happened before.
There's no code in that. It's just a sportsmanship thing. There's no rules in cycling.
No unwritten rules, though. You gotta enforce unwritten rules.
Nah, I don't know.
There's another scenario with this as well, where Andy Slick and Alberto Contador, that's one. So also Vauclair and Hugeland, that's another one. I mean, people don't when they see the shot, they just take it. They don't really care. I mean, that's what I think.
Yeah, look.
In 10 years, you won't know.
Yeah, who's going to know? In 100 years, who's going to know?
The guy watching the stage in the cycling of 14.
Everyone
what
remembers.
cycling club is going to be the next one? That's right.
Cycling of 15 next year.
Ah.
We plan on stopping the cycling up when this season is over and just let the archive be so it doesn't get taken down. That way, people, if they want to find the videos, they can just go and find them, and then we make Cycling Up 15, then that's going to survive until the Roubaix and Classics and stuff like that, then that's going to probably get taken down. We're going to make it Cycling Up HD, bring that back, Cycling Up World Tour, bring that back.
Cycling Up 15 HD, Cycling Up 15 Pro Tour, World Tour, 14, 15.
There's got to be a World Championships, though.
Actually, another thing, you know how I'm doing my Q&A, I'm doing it on Tuesday, I'm answering the questions. I saw a really interesting question. Some guy wanted, the entire PCM YouTube call to commentate over the World Championship. Just start up a Twitch stream the stage, and we are all 6 or 8 people that are actually active in that call.
Stream the stage, or can we stream the stage? Or?
Well, technically you can, but if you just make sure you only have 30 viewers, 40 viewers, it's not going to get noticed.
It's an unwritten rule.
Yeah.
We can break that.
Thank God UCI is in charge of this. They suck. But that's a good thing. I mean, that could actually be somewhat fun.
It's going to be a little interesting with 15 people in one call.
We can take shifts, though, how they really do it. Because we're not going to sit there for 6 hours, are we?
Dude, I'm going to sit there anyway for 6 hours, just have it run in the background. I always do that. Okay, the Tour de France, I watch from start to finish every single stage, every single year since 2008, I think it is.
Yeah.
Some people call me crazy because they don't get how I can do it, but I just love the atmosphere of watching. Even when it's going slow, you can still pick up the things. Plus, Twitter is always fun, watching other people's comments and stuff. What do you guys do? Do you watch it from start to finish?
No.
No, that's not possible for me.
I watch mountain stages from start to finish if they're short. Otherwise, I watch last 100K or so.
Well,
sometimes less.
Last 100K? Normally the last 100K are when they start the TV broadcast.
Well, yeah.
You're rarely ever going to see them start the TV broadcast with 250 kilometers to go. Imagine the commentators having to commentate that. So yeah, we're now entering the final 225 kilometers. It's now going to pick up, guys. I promise you that. Good luck, commentators. But that was a small off-topic excursion. I actually kind of like that. But let's move on to the big topic of this week: the Vuelta a España Week 2, which has now ended by the time you're listening to this. The first stage in this week was Wiener Nakano winning the mountain stage, and it was rather anticlimactic to most people. But Baseball Lover, for those who haven't watched it, would you kindly do a little review of the stage?
Well, people were really hyping it up as the first big mountain stage, but of course, like the Peloton likes to do nowadays, they just let the break go. And so a big break got away, and then on the penultimate climb, a group of 3 got away: Anacona, Jungles, and Moreno. Anacona was in line to take the red jersey for a while. He dropped the other 2, and solo to the victory ahead of, the rest of the breakaway. And then Contador, Rodriguez, and Quintana gained 3, they gained places on everybody except the group behind, the favorites group. You got not much time on everyone else, but it kind of showed who's up there. And so the favorites group after Contador, Rodriguez, Quintana, and then about 25 seconds after them came home Valverde, Aru, Froome, Uran, and Dan Martin.
But the big... Wait, which one? This was the stage where Quintana got dropped, right?
No.
It was not?
Well,
no,
it's
I
the
don't think so.
Contador attacked on the stage, and Rodriguez and Quintana pulled him back.
Valverde got dropped. It was Valverde that got dropped. My bad,
Valverde got dropped with Froome and Aru and Uran, and Dan Martin was still with them, so I just wanted to point that out. After Dan Martin attacked.
It was a stage where Chris Froome got dropped like 1,000,000 times, and somehow just rode back.
No, that wasn't it. That's not it.
That was the latest stage. That's stage 13.
That was 13.
Well, you can talk about it. Talk about it anyway. I like that one. I like that one topic.
Yeah, well, what happened was Froome got dropped with, was it Caruso as well? Froome somehow ends the day right in there with the rest of the guys, and Caruso's 5 minutes behind. Froome gets dropped 5 times before, what was it at the end? Contador, Aru both. I mean, Aru
won the stage. Yeah.
Yeah, Aru went ham. I mean, and then Contador, Valverde, and Rodriguez all attacked similarly, and then Froome somehow just tags on to at the end and doesn't lose time. And Froome does not look great at all.
But you expect that from Froome. I mean, Froome is a World Tour winner. You expect him to come to the Vuelta a España in form, and I really don't know what Sky was planning that stage, because they were pacey in the front while Froome was getting dropped. I mean, that's one of the worst strategy I've ever seen, but it worked out in the end for some reason.
I think that the main theme, well, first of all, Buhani, what the fuck? Second of all, Dan Martin and energy-wasting attacks. He's becoming the next Roland. He just attacks the minute they up the pace. It's
kind of dumb, right? I mean, normally the rule is to attack when the pace is slow, so you get a big gap before everybody can react. But
it seems like every time he attacks, that's when Katusha just get to the front so that they can pace.
But why does he even attack? He's got a really fast sprint. He can just wait.
Recently, he said on his blog after yesterday's stage that from now on he's just gonna wait.
Yeah.
Is he going for stages or is he going for GC?
Top 10.
He's going for top 10.
It's strange the way he's riding. Yeah.
He's being aggressive. He's riding for GC, but he's not gonna take a Micah day off, but he's not. He's getting a stage win over the GC.
Was it Dan Martin that tweeted, since when are riders just racing to keep position and actually riding to win the stage? Somebody tweeted that. I saw that. Somebody tweeted, since when are riders trying to just survive and actually win the stage? It was somebody, I believe it might have been Dan Martin. It was somebody who was up there in the stage, who just got caught in the end.
I mean, someone like Samuel Sanchez as well is pulling out interesting Vuelta so far. He's sort of been nowhere this year, and then suddenly comes out and rides, decent GC. I mean, he's not by no means going to win it, but
he's doing a
riding there as well. He's back on the drugs. He's
doing what he's got to do. The drugs.
He's got a TUI.
Yeah.
TUE. He's got
a TUE for EPO.
But I gotta say that. But I just want to, like, stage 9, I quickly want to go back to that. I kind of liked how Contador attacked, but in the end, it all came together. Like, they finished on the line. Like, the two groups emerged just as they crossed the line on stage 9, and it was kind of anticlimactic, because when we watch the tour, we always, nowadays, we always see one guy winning by 20 to 30 seconds to second place on the mountain stage, at least on the favorites. But, like, we're seeing this, and we're seeing no time gaps, and after 13 stages, I still don't know who's gonna win this, because I'm sitting here thinking, what's going on? Because nobody can really get a gap on each other, nobody's got the team to do anything. Contador brought crab riders, Chris Sørensen is not what he used to be, Oliver Sog is not good enough, Sergio Paulinho is not good enough, Valgren is a flat rider. Like, Tinker Saxobank didn't bring the team, and if Contador had a team, he could probably win this, but I think, I'd actually favor Valverde for this one. Like, who do you guys think right now is the most favored to win in the Vuelta a España?
It's tough to not back Contador. I mean, he's so good. I mean, it looks like he's climbing the best right now. But once we hit, the freaking 4 stages of mountains, it's gonna really test him.
Which are right
and
now.
We're gonna,
starting today.
Yeah, basically. And Rodriguez, who knows? He might come. He is what he is. I mean, he's gonna ride. He's not gonna outride anyone. I don't think. If he's gonna win this Vuelta, he's gonna just be more consistent than any of the other guys. Even similar with Valverde as well. Contador is definitely the wild card who can definitely blow the race up and really tear it apart. Or really crack in that final week. Even Valverde can crack really easy. We saw at the tour he just didn't look that great. How much can he improve for the Vuelta? I don't think that much. It might just be these other guys aren't even riding that well. I mean, you can compare someone like Valverde to Pinot. Pinot's is cracked and
he left the race. He left the race. So did Van den Broek.
Yeah, it's tough to say. Last week, second Grand Tour in a row. It doesn't hold well for a lot of riders. We'll see how Valverde goes.
What are you saying, Baseballlover?
I think that Contador looks the best, but I don't know. There's still something about an injury that makes me think it bothers him one day and he loses 2 minutes. All he needs is that one day where it feels really bad. He's put a lot of pressure on it the last few days, especially at the end of this summit finish line. He gets a stage like stage, I don't know,
maybe 16,
and he just can't do it. He's in too much pain, and what happens when that then happens? I still think he's gonna win it. I think he's the best. He's the best chance out of the contenders right now, and he's got a head start. So I think he will win it, but I think that there's also a very distinct possibility that he won't. And I think that in terms of winning the race, I always thought it was Froome going in. Froome does not have it, and I think we've seen that. Just the fact that we've always seen Froome the last 2 years, 2.5, going full retard on climbs. And when Quintana and Rodriguez attacked away, it wasn't exactly explosive in the term of surprising. Froome was on their wheel, and then he just couldn't hold it. And so Froome has not been there.
I think I have a better argument, though. Stage 10, it was a time trial. Froome is having a bad time when he gets beat by Valverde and Contador on a flat time trial. Oh, no, it's not really a flat time trial, but it was mostly flat. Like, the start was quite hilly.
Yeah, true.
But the rest was flat. And he lost 30 seconds on a time trial? What? Normally, we always see Froome winning 2 to 3 minutes on time trials. Like, he is the man. And it's not his Vuelta a España. My money is definitely not on Froome. I think he can probably go in the breakaway and pull Van den Broek and Talansky from the Dauphiné, but that's going to be a one-in-a-lifetime thing. That's probably never going to happen again, what we saw in the Dauphiné. But I can't look past Contador's team right now. They are nowhere to be seen in any of the stages, and he's had the red jersey for a while now, and that's some obligated pacing on the flash stages and the boring stages. Waste energy, and
exactly.
He's going to lose the jersey at some point. At some point, Katusha and Movistar are going to work together, because two Spaniards are going to work together, of course.
Contador's Spaniard as well.
Well, they'll just talk Russian to each other.
Contador's Spaniard, by the way.
I know, but I feel like Valverde and and Rodriguez might work together. They need to. They need to work together to beat Contador. Because, of course, he's the best climber, but if you attack him on his weaknesses, which is his team, they could win.
Sanchez is going to help Contador out as well.
Oh, no,
They've been
I
good
remember
friends.
that. Yeah, that was...
Navarro has been pacing Contador this entire Vuelta.
Speaking about Navarro, he actually won stage 13 in a really, really impressive attack in my book. Like, I've not seen him have such an acceleration, such a punch, and like since he was on Team of Saxo Bank, even before he's on Team of Saxo Bank. Respect to him, he's been pulling out a really good Vuelta a España so far. That's actually the first Cofidis victory in a World Tour in 3 years since David Moncoutier. That says a lot.
Moncoutier is love, Moncoutier is life.
He's actually commentating on French Eurosport with Marion Rosé.
Nice.
That chick. Pretty hot. If you don't know who it is, go on Twitter, look up Marion Roche. She is Tony Gallopin's girlfriend. Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. But, so there's another topic in this week of the Vuelta that have been going around. And if you've been following the Cycling Hub, you've been spammed down by videos by now, so you should know what topic it is. Ryder Hesjedal was accused of using an engine/motor in his bike when he crashed in stage 7. And like, it's going crazy. One video got 1 million views before it got taken down by the NOS. It's crazy, guys. This rumor just got lit up. It's just really crazy. TheChudude and Baseballlover, do you think there's any like truth in this? Is he actually using an engine? What do you think, Baseballlover?
No.
Why not?
It's just simple physics. If the bike is spinning fast and there's no friction holding it back, the wheel will keep spinning, and the way the bike is shaped, it spins around. And as Alex Rasmussen showed, it's pretty easy to replicate. So, also, if he really had a motor in his bike, he would have actually used it to get back up. He would have actually used it on stage 9 when he was in the breakaway. He would have actually used it today, now that he's in the break. So are you kidding me? Come on. He would be doing much better in this Vuelta if he had a motor in his bike, I can tell you that.
Chi, what do you think sparked these accusations? Chi, like, what do you... how do you think a media outlet says, oh, he's definitely using this?
People love these sort of, what do you call it, conspiracies, theories, whatever. They love, like, anything like that. Like, any sort of drama you can just build up, the media dives on it, and it's one of those things, it's good fun talking about it. People love hearing and asking if Cancellara was using an engine back when he was just going ham. It draws people's attention to a sport that's not can be tedious at times. So people look for those things, and this is one of them. Again, even you can see in the interview that there's nothing much in there. Come on, guys.
I gotta actually say,
let's move on.
Okay, I have watched a lot of The Mentalist and Lied to Me, and I kind of like this like psychology shit, like where you can like look at people and read them. Hesjedal gives off a lot of signs that he's lying in that interview. First of all, don't wear sunglasses in an interview. It makes you look like a scumbag.
He always wears the sunglasses.
Yeah, that's just
it's cycling.
no.
It's cycling.
No, but it's interview 101. Don't wear sunglasses.
He didn't shoot a man. He
No, but it's just but that's what I'm majoring in right now. And that's just no. Don't wear sunglasses in an interview. It's gonna make people dislike you more.
I love how when you're giving your evidence, you put the fact that you watch The Mentalist over the fact that you're majoring.
hey, you can actually use that a lot. Like, all honesty, they're actually hitting something right there. But okay, he's using sunglasses whenever he's answering a question. He's like touching his neck. He's looking left and right. He's like laughing every time. He looks nervous. I mean, he's not really giving straight up answers.
He's just on crack.
But he's not. No, but well, then something. He's on something because I feel like he's out of place in that conversation. And there might actually be something with the way he answered those questions. I mean, it's just me because I have to look for those sort of things as a journalist or somewhat, as a YouTuber. And I want to say that I actually don't trust him. Right now, I'm on like 50-50. I mean, of course, I don't believe he's using an engine. But the way he was in that interview, he's hiding something.
I don't buy it.
I think that... Oh, God, I'm going to sneeze. Well, anyway, I think that... It's come back. Oh, God. I hate this.
Hashtag
But anyway,
baseball lover sneeze 2014.
I think that if people are like saying the stupidest things. I saw one guy is like, it's impossible for the bike to be the back wheel still be moving because his pedals aren't moving. It's like, have you ever cruised or braked on a bike before? God, the bike keeps moving.
So,
have you ever ridden a bike?
So if you just stop pedaling, the bike just stands still. Like you come to a complete standstill.
Apparently.
Imagine the G-force in that. Like if you go up Alpe d'Huez and you pedal all the way down, and then halfway down you just stop pedaling, you just come to a complete standstill. You would just be slung forward fucking far.
You try to grab your bottle and stop pedaling for like 10 minutes.
You go downhill. You go downhill, you go for a turn, you just go flying off the bike.
You do a John Lee Augustin. If you remember that, in the Tour de France, he fell down the mountain and his bike was really far down the mountain. You had to climb down and get it. It was really funny. I recommend, look up John Lee Augustin crashed without Tour de France. Pretty damn funny. It's back when he's on Bala World, actually riding. He's now retired, but something like that could probably happen where he forgets to turn and just goes down the mountain slowly. But people are stupid. Really, really stupid. But it really picked up this week, and I thought that we need to talk about this and discuss this. And of course, we don't believe that he's actually using an engine, but my belief, he is the worst man to ever give an interview. At least to try and save his image in that way. He needs a PR manager. Like, don't these cyclists have some sort of like agent that give some tips and stuff?
Yeah, they got some, but I mean, not to the extent where industry. It's not to the extent where each person has their own manager, sort of thing. They do, but...
Well, you think a former Giro d'Italia winner would have one?
Yeah, you know.
He could need some practice, definitely. I might actually look up some Giro d'Italia interviews to see how he reacts to those. If that's just his natural behavior to like touch himself.
That's what she said.
I was aiming for that one, but... last topic of this weekly rant, guys, is the one and only, the old bastard, Jens Vogt is attempting the 1 hour of the hour record. And a lot of people have been hating on this, Cosmo Catalano included, because he's like, he's going to go for it, he's going to win it, it doesn't even matter, because in 10 years it's just going to wash away. There's no prize money for this, it doesn't really matter, and he's just going to try to do it anyway. I mean, no pros are doing this anymore, so the 1 hour record is basically a side prize that whoever retires is just going to go for it and just get it, because you can use whatever equipment you want. What do you think about this, baseball lover? Jens Vogt going for it.
This is what I think.
I'm motherfucking Jens Vogt.
So that's exactly how I do it, and I can't imagine him actually doing it.
Why not? He's already he's in Switzerland and everything. He got a live stream set up.
Because he is old and he didn't have it at the end. Because every day in the last 20 years he's been
suffering like a pig every day.
And he'll 5 minutes in he'll be like. So he's probably sitting there thinking to himself, I'm gonna do this, and then he's gonna get there and he's gonna go.
Oh, this is gonna hurt.
He'll go. People, and he's just gonna get a wave, just from like Cosmo and everyone, and
Send me a link to that soundboard.
I can't imagine it, but anyway, just one last Jens quote to close this out.
I exploded so big.
That's what she said.
What? 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 Oh, Jens Vogt, I love you. But Jens Vogt going for the hour record. Good luck.
He tweeted straight away after he retired, and he's just like, "Oh, what should I do? Like now, I'm bored. No more cycling. Normally, I'd be going for a training ride." He tweeted that, and he asked, "What should I do?" And I said, "You should go play some pro cycling manager. It might be a thing to do." He's getting bored already. I'm saying he makes a comeback to cycling soon, guys. I mean, if he can't not do something,
he just doesn't want to keep.
Suffering like a pig every day.
Actually, talking about that, asking him about PCM, Baseball Lover, did you read the latest interview on Daily with what's his name?
Joe Eldridge.
Yeah,
Jack's mid-race.
No, but
what? What?
Okay, so there's an interview on Daily with a Novo Nordisk rider, one with diabetes type 1. He got asked, so do you know about the game PCM? He's basically, yeah, I've heard about it. My stats are pretty crap. They're like, are you ever gonna play it? Yeah, if they boost me up. So at least, I'm really surprised about how many cyclists actually know about PCM.
Yeah, I know.
Thibaut Pinot used it to plan his strategy in the Tour de France. The entire FDJ basically say they play it in L'Equipe, and that's pretty cool.
I think.
You think it's good? If you guys wonder where Baseball Lover, are you wondering how Baseball Lover makes those sounds? It's basically his mouth. You can hire him now. Like, just call 911 and he'll be there right in a second.
I have.
Yeah, just call 911. Look for Baseball Lover. Just say that you have an emergency, that your legs hurt. He'll come and he'll say, "Shut the fuck up, legs." So you got that.
Here, I'll try to do my impression now. Oh, this is a hard one. Wait.
Shut up, legs.
Okay. Whew.
Good job. On that note, guys, see you guys around.